baby, I've been watching you for a while now, and I gotta admit that I got a little crush on you. And also there are some things that I must admit that I wanna do. I don't think you really know my name, but tonight that's about to change. Yeah, I have something for you to make sure you won't forget. No, no. Tell me, do you have an appetite? Tell me exactly what is on your mind. Any wish that you may have is my command. Yeah, yeah. I'ma give you what you want, daddy. I'ma give you what you need, daddy. I'm a reaper in the streets, I'm classy. We can do it slow, we can get nasty. So just tell me what you want, daddy. Anything that you need, just ask me. Any way that you want, you can have me. I'll be a naughty girl, you can be my daddy. Every time I see you, I fantasize about you and I. All the things I wanna do, touching you, caressing you. I ain't worried about getting sleep. I don't care if the neighbors hear me. Do you think you can handle me? What's to think about? Look at me, come to me. I'ma give you what you want, daddy. I'ma give you what you need, daddy. I'm a reaper in the streets, I'm classy. We can do it slow, we can get nasty. So just tell me what you want, daddy. Anything that you need, just ask me. Any way that you want, you can have me. I'll be a naughty girl, you can be my daddy. I know you didn't know what I had in store. Give it to you till you can't take anymore. I beg you say my name and you will not forget. My plan is to have you addicted. I'ma give you what you want, daddy. I'ma give you what you need, daddy. I'm a reaper in the streets, I'm classy. We can do it slow, we can get nasty. So just tell me what you want, daddy. Anything that you need, just ask me. Any way that you want, you can have me. I'll be a naughty girl, you can be my daddy.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. Sometimes I feel like all is lost, but I know it's not true. I wanna put up all my walls cause I'm not in the mood, but then I cut myself off from the rest of the room. I know that time can heal it all if you're patient and soon. It can all be worth it, all the searching. Pain is never really permanent, but damn it hurts, man. I could feel all of the turbulence and it's concerning. I've been searching for a purpose, I hope it's worth it. This society is really trying me. Ain't no hide and seek, I hide to be far from anxiety. I need my space, I need my privacy. I need some silence, please, you're all too loud. You don't speak quietly, opinions violently thrown across every surface. It makes me nervous. Is the world honestly burning? That's all I'm learning. Hope that we can make a turn and start reversing. All our minds, we put the work in. We got some work, man. I started to do, gotta I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. Gotta get through this, life is a nuisance, tie up some loose ends. I try to be human, find a solution, my evolution. A place like this, it didn't exist, we made it like this. So you can go pick the bad or the good, got a glass halfway. I know, it's easier to hide than just to lay low. Not everyone in life has got a halo. I'm standing in the red inside a payphone. Just wanna break, no, I'm not gonna give in. Take a last shot, Michael J. Win. No, I'm not a robot, I'm in my own skin. Never get lost when thoughts pull you in. I miss the old you, we died with a purpose. All the energy around me felt nervous, scared I would pop off fast to the surface. Had to cut it off before you made me worthless. Torn apart, I've been torn and scarred. I had a given art, but now I'm thinking smart. I'm keeping up my guard, I'm hiding every card. A royal flush of love, you never know what's hard. With a back to the mat, gonna see where I'm at. I'ma fight like I'm mad, I'm a beast of the net. They can never be me, nice try, but they'll see I achieve everything while they stay salty. I can hear the demons call when they do what they do. And now I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through, I just gotta get through. Cause I feel like taking off, find a place with a view. The pain is never gonna stop if it's controlling you. I know that time can heal it all, I just gotta get through. I just gotta get through. But now, yeah, make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet. Yeah, we were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. They know that we're calling it love. Hey, it's too late to try to go contain it. A generation fueled by creation. We live lives on a small screen nation. We control the airwaves, no negotiation. I refuse to think we need saving. Something good will come from creation. And when we think that the world is too anxious, we'll adapt to both survive and save it. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. What keeps you up at night, yeah. Make all the demons quiet, yeah. We were built to thrive, yeah. I think that we've all had enough. Yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. You got me like, oh yeah, I think that we've all had enough. Sick of dealing with the old plan. They know that we're calling it wrong. Hey.
This other one, BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss is it.
Men don't respect anything that they don't invest in.
Bossy, what's your OnlyFans going for, Bossy?
Does he meet the basics of what I want? Pursue, provide, and protect.
It is the male's instinct to provide and be able to protect and all of that good stuff if they want to be able to procreate. Okay, so I just want to talk about how there is a divide in the black community among the women in particular. Colorist men have turned me and other light-skinned women like me against our dark-skinned sisters.
Not on Bossy's content.
Hey baby, I've been watching you for a while now, and I gotta admit that I got a little crush on you.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is your girl, who? BossyEmpryss. And on this channel, I talk about whatever I want. If you like my content, please come join us on the channel membership or join us on Patreon, where you get access to a community of like-minded women, courses, lessons, and much, much more. You can also support the platform by sharing the content, clicking the like button, the subscribe button, and bell button so that you're notified every time that I make a post or go live. If you'd like to contribute to the content on this channel, you can email me at BossyEmpryssTV@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. It's always a fun and loving environment on this channel, so join the family. Please remember to always assume positive intent. Are you ready to go down the rabbit hole?
Hey guys, what's up? What's up? How y'all doing today? Okay, so I'm over here laughing because I'm just like, I'm so goofy. I say in the beginning, I talk about whatever I want because I'm tired of people telling me what I can and can't say, how to say it, why to say it, who to say it to, when to say it, what time of day to say it. So we're not doing that over here. We're just absolutely not. But what's up, y'all? Hey, Kocha, how you doing, boo? I wanted to show my face today. You guys, it's been a long time. But if y'all want to join the panel, today I want to talk about divestment and how it is a philosophy and not a personality trait or a weapon like a lot of these women in this space have been doing. Look, I'm not a divestment channel. I want to see Black women happy. I want to have thought-provoking, productive conversations. I think I want Black women safe. But I think, and I want them to be empowered, but I'm not sure if Black women are ready to be empowered. I think Black women, honestly, I think most of us are still in healing mode. Okay. I think a lot of us now we're waking up and we're realizing that we've lived in a Black male worshiping culture, as Cynthia G has woken a lot of women up too. Thank you, Koja. Thank you, boo. You always look pretty. And I think that honestly, a lot of us need to be in healing stage. And I don't know what healing for Black women looks like. I know I still probably have a lot of healing to do. But one thing that I can say is that I really do love Black women. I really do support Black women. It's just, I feel sometimes it's not reciprocal. I think a lot of times when Black women, I don't know how y'all, maybe I should do a poll. Do you think most Black women support each other? Or is there really a sisterhood? I'm not too sure anymore, but I feel as though divestment has become a personality trait for a lot of women. I think a lot of women are acting like, hi, I'm divested. On these YouTube streets, I just be hearing people come into live streams talking about, I'm divested. And, I mean, I don't know. Me, I just feel like I see why there's channels and women that create that content constantly, but I've never said that I was a divestment channel. I didn't consider myself divested when I dated out before.
And I think it's kind of awkward to consider myself divested just because I'm in a relationship with someone that is out of my race. I never used those terms and labels before. I don't think that I want to start using them now. Um, and I think a lot of women, I think a lot of Black women that are coming into this, honestly, are doing themselves a disservice because making it so race fueled can be dangerous. They might be setting themselves up with a man who is going to gaslight, manipulate that for the wrong reasons. And that's why I use my platform to talk to women about what I think that they should really know about men. I just think that a lot of women honestly need help when it comes to understanding men. And as someone who's worked in the adult industry for as long as I have, I think that a lot of women are intimidated by me. I think a lot of women are intimidated by women that are comfortable sexually in their sexuality. Let's see. Yuri Lala says, "Hey, Bossy, long-term cloud watcher. I was watching your makeup replay, and I'm glad you're doing well and have returned to doing content true to yourself and lighthearted. Race politics is, yeah, it is. I don't really care about race. Like, I wasn't raised I wasn't raised in a place where I was supposed to always feel like being Black was a negative trait automatically. You know, I don't know how to always keep fighting with race first and be gaslit about race all the time. You know, I know how I get treated among my own people as a light-skinned woman. I just stay away from people that I think is going to treat me badly because of my skin tone. And when I say that on YouTube, a lot of people in the Black women empowerment space, they get intimidated, like, oh, well, she's making more skin color more than what it is. But I don't think I am. I don't think I am. And that's why I don't like talking about divestment. That's why I don't like talking about anything that has to do with the Black community, because the Black community has a habit of taking things and gaslighting each other with it. And I wasn't raised like that. I wasn't raised among people who project anger and hatred and hurt. And I mean, my family's fucked up, but it just certain things I just wasn't raised around. Code just said, I think we don't allow each other space for our individuality. Right, exactly. And the time to travel, yep, of journey out. Yeah, I think, and the thing that I like about my channel is, yes, you can be divested over here or considering divestment, and you don't have to always like already be all the way over to the other side. Like, you could still be deciding. I'm not going to bully women and saying, like, a lot of divestment channels bully women and shame women that are still dating among their own race or considering their own race, or they talk down to women that are in relationship or marriages with men that are of their own race. And that's weird to me. And I think that what I like about my channel is I focus on having high standards and not being divested. And honestly, I think that you're going to limit, like, as most Black men are automatically going to be out of your dating pool if you just simply keep your standards high. Like, it's really not that hard with Black guys. Men in general are just simple, but women love to complicate shit. We do. Yuri said, all those people hate to see us enjoy common, American pastimes like hair and makeup and sex talk, right? It's normal for everyone else not raising. So my thing is, look, if you want to divest, but let's not shame each other for not, like, divesting is brand new. It's been around for the past 5 years tops. How long have we been talking about it? Like in this way, maybe we've talked about swirling, dating out, but giving this divestment term, it's literally new. I don't think that the term and the topics and the way that we're discussing interracial dating has been around like this for 10 years yet. And I think the way that we're gaslighting Black women and lashing them into corners, or, oh, you're a fence sitter, and, oh, you still are a Black male worshiper. Listen, I just love women. I just want to see women get money. As long as, I don't care what skin color he has. Make sure he is paying your bills, sis. Make sure he's nice to you. If you guys are having unprotected intercourse, make sure he's ready to become a father. Honestly, y'all should be talking about marriage if that's something that you want in the future. Because what I want for women is just for them to be happy. That's all I want. I mean, sure, I've been a side chick and a mistress and, you know, fucked a few husbands or whatever, but at the end of the day, I still care about women. I just think a lot of women make it so that it's difficult for them to be in healthy relationships with men. For me, I have really healthy relationships with men nowadays. So healthy that they just become really clingy with me and possessive. And I don't like possessive men. I don't like it. So that's why a lot of the times throughout my YouTube career, I mean, I date, but now anywho, who cares about what I'm doing now? But I just wish that Black women, we could love each other and let's stop. Like, honestly, if you're going to use race to trigger like if you're going to be dating out and you're always going to be talking about race with your non-Black partner, he's going to get tired real quick, sis. He's not. Too many relationship gurus, right? I think you learn flirting and dating on a job. Let me think about that. I think you're either a natural or you're not. I don't think you can learn to really be a good flirt. I think I suck at flirting, but I have a natural innocence that comes off as I'm very comfortable sexually, but I don't be knowing how sexy I'm being. And I have a very innocent, I like to flirt intentionally, but a lot of my flirting honestly is not intentional. But it comes with being comfortable with your sexuality and in your body and with who you are and knowing that you're sexy. When you know you're sexy, the flirting is just, I'm a natural flirt. I just flirt naturally. I feel very comfortable being sexy. And so a lot of my flirting, honestly, it comes off as innocent. And a lot of it, honestly, is innocent. Like, I don't be meaning to flirt. So I think you can learn flirting, but I think you learn flirting by becoming more comfortable being sexy. That's how you learn being flirting. If you want to learn how to flirt better, learn how to be comfortable being sexy. And you will naturally just be very flirty, and men will be drawn to you like, you won't be able to beat them up off you. But yeah, I'm very comfortable, obviously, as somebody who's been in the sex industry for a very long time. I'm very, very comfortable with being sexy. I'm more comfortable being sexy than I am not sexy. I'd rather be naked half the time, honestly. Most of the time, I'd rather be naked. But yeah, I think a lot of women, honestly, they don't understand the power of sex. They don't understand the power of being sexually liberated yet controlled. Stay up. If you're up in 15 minutes, I will hit the link. Yeah, I'll probably be up for a minute. I'm just coming up here talking to y'all, running my mouth, just, doing what I do best. But yeah, I'll probably be here in 15 minutes. But for me, I just feel like when you're comfortable being alone is the best time to be in a relationship. Those are the best women to be in relationships with. Men that are worth a damn, like confident women. For me, a man is going to it's going to be a lot to be with me. I'm not going to lie, y'all. I'm a lot to handle because I know what I want. Yeah, you can join the panel. You don't have to cam up either. No, you don't have to cam up. I'm going to put up the overlay just to make sure that y'all are who you are. But this makeup is not going to waste today. Okay. You can be on camera today. I'm waiting for you to hit that link. Where is my overlay? Here it is. What's up? What's up? Who coming up here on the panel? Brand, hold on. Let me go back to. Let me take it down until you get up here. But for me, one thing I was telling a friend of mine, I was like, I don't know how men like deal with women. Women are crazy. Like I don't know, women are psycho. Like you really gotta love women to be in a relationship with them because women crazy. We emotional as fuck all the time. Drop it again. I'm on my cell phone. Yeah. Oops. Let's watch that shit. Come on up. Um, but yeah, I think a lot of these divestors are just really treating divestment like it's just their whole personality. Everything about them is divested. I'm like, no, I like money. So if a man comes in chocolate and $1 million, I'll still want him. I guess. I don't know. I don't like colors and acres. By the way, I'm still gonna be putting out that dating experiment where I compare how white men treat me versus black men. That is coming soon, but I don't really use dating apps a lot, so I had to actually go back and forth with guys to really get y'all something to see because I don't really use dating apps. I don't like them. All everybody's trying to do is fuck anyways, and y'all ain't getting none of these goodies, okay? Yuri Lala, where you at, boo? Where you at, boo? Where you at, though? Where you at, though? Sorry, Bossy, give me a moment. YouTube is locking me out. I'm like, where is you at, girl? Where is you? I was waiting. But yeah, man. I'm very comfortable. Like, I think men are just a lot easier than men are. Like, women are hard work. When women are hard to please, as we should be. And one thing that like a lot of people don't realize about me is I'm a brat. I'm a spoiled brat. I'm a bitch. And that because that's how men treat me. Okay. Men baby me, men spoil me, and they kind of like it that I'm a spoiled brat. Because I only get with men that are okay with being with a woman that's a spoiled brat. So and those aren't hard. They're actually easy to find. They're actually easy to find. If you have the right attitude, if you know how to carry yourself, if you know how to do the dance of give and take, seduction. Men that spoil you are actually pretty easy. I be having men send me money that's never even met me in person. That's honestly why I wanted to do social media. It's so that I could find more men to get money from. Oh, don't worry. The dude that I'm dating now, he's used to me draining his wallet as well. But yeah. For me, I just feel like I love the divestment channels. I think that it was good for me to watch a lot of them. But I just don't think that I have anything in common with most. I don't want to say it that way. But unless you were like raised in like upper middle class or something, I really don't have much in common with black women. I just don't. So I had no business trying to be
for Black women empowerment, because most of the time Black women don't like me. They don't get along with me. They want me to validate dusty behaviors. One of them biracial Beckishas thought I was going to co-sign dusty behavior. The hell, I'm not co-signing dusty behavior. I don't condone women that are in high school dating burger flippers. And even then, I wouldn't suggest it either. When I was in high school, I was dating grown-ass men that were at least in college. When I got out of high school, or at least my senior year, because I was 18, I was dating men 35 and up. Now, I just date generous men. That's all. You have to just be generous. I don't like stingy men. And I like men that are going to spoil me. And I like men that like spoiled women. I don't like men that make me want to have to jump through hoops and prove myself. And, oh, do you really like me? Or can you cook? First off, I do like to cook, though. I do like to cook for people in general. But I'm not cooking for a dude that's not committed to me, that's don't got his own crib, that don't got a big old nice kitchen. Like, I'm not. Somebody might, but I wouldn't. And then a lot of these dudes be talking about what do they be talking about? What do you bring to the table? Listen, what do I bring to the table? Pussy. I bring pussy to the table. And if you don't want pussy, that's fine. Okay, one more try, and then I guess it's a no. Oh, so you've been trying? Well, I'm going to drop the link again. You've been trying, boo? What you wanted to talk about anyway? What you wanted to talk about, boo? I don't know. I just think, honestly, like, from the time that I first heard divesting, I kind of thought it was weird. That's why I never really adhered to any of the talking points. I'm going to make a divestment series because I like the idea as a philosophy for Black women of opening up their options. I like the idea of them not being race loyal. I think that that's a very good feminine strategy and a hypergamy strategy. But all of this, oh, you can't have a Black man and Black, I don't know, all of this fixating on Black men every live stream, it's just agony. What's up, Koja? It better be the real Koja. Hold on, let's see. I don't see anybody ever fake her identity, but what's up?
Me.
Hey.
Girl, you can't fake this country draw.
I was like, I don't know, but you know how some people will fake a name and an avatar and come and do some disrespectful stuff?
Yeah, we had one the other day that kept coming in under people name. Well, Bomb had one. Ain't no we cause I ain't got no panel.
Damn. So what's up? What you want to holler at me about today?
I heard you say something about basically kind of you don't see color. Not
I really don't.
I don't either. If I don't like you, it's individually, but I never forget that white people will act different in front of white people. And I never forget that. And I never, that, but I generally.
I don't act different in front of white people. I don't see the point. Not if you're, I see certain, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see why would you want to act different? Like, I just feel like if you feel like you should I feel like if you feel like you shouldn't do it in front of white people, don't do it. I'm just a firm believer in that. Like, if you don't want to, like, same thing about, like, if you're a sex worker, if you wouldn't want anybody to find out, you probably shouldn't do it, especially not online. You know?
I think they're cool by themselves, but you get them with another group of them or in a crowd.
You breaking up. Can't hear you, Koja. You said get them in a group and what?
Hear me, or are you frozen?
I hear you now. You the one with the bad connection.
Yeah, I was switching over from my house Wi-Fi to my cellular
Okay.
plan. But yeah, no, I just never forget, it's always in the back of my mind that they are act different given the different circumstances. Other than that, I do tend to judge people on people. But I don't know. And if you don't want to take it there, you can just tell me stop.
Oh no, we can.
I think a conversation we can't have any. Oh, I'm not worried about white people, and I never forget.
I'm trying to hear you breaking up a little bit, but I'm trying to keep up with you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you clear, but I'm gonna keep. If you mess up again, I'll let you know. Keep going.
Okay. I think that we're not allowed to have the conversation because they say, well, I don't want to talk about Karen or Becky. And I just want to be telling people, if Karen and Becky ain't got no protection, Keisha and Shaquita ain't got no protection. And I think sometimes we're missing a bigger conversation. And I'm going to pull over in my car because I don't. Is the connection okay?
Yeah, you good. You good. It's sounding better. Mm-hmm.
So, I think people really, and I think we're really seeing what's happening right now with the Roe v. Wade. And I don't think we. I'm like Roe. I live, girl. I live on the house, so sometimes I have the main highway. Go ahead.
Okay. Because I really did want to hear what you were saying, Coach. I always be wanting to hear you. You be saying some stuff. And you miss
it. Let me get out of this.
Okay. Come back, please come back. I think I got the gist of what she was saying. I think what she was trying to say was Black women are talking about divesting, but they don't want to talk about Becky. And that's one thing that I don't care about, offending white women. Like, white women, first of all, I think that is, if that is what she was saying, and I'm not sure yet, but I think a lot of women, Black women that are talking about divesting, don't want to seem as if they have something against Becky. You don't have to have something against Becky in order to critique her behavior and her treatment of her men, which is why I went to the white MGTOW to see, because so if Black women are divesting, right? And Black men that are in MGTOW are complaining about the behavior of Black women, right? Wouldn't a logical thought be to go to the white men and the MGTOW to see what they're complaining about their women if Black women are going to divest? To me, that this seems like a very obvious thing to do. So that's what I did. I went to the white men and the MGTOW to hear, and they don't like Becky. They don't like white women, and white men are complaining about white women. And I hope Koji comes back. I'm gonna kick her out of the back studio because I won't know when she comes back if I don't. But for me, I just feel like I'm not afraid to offend white women. I don't have anything against white women. I grew up around a lot of white women. I went to private school with them. I know how entitled they act. I know how spoiled they are. I know how vain they are. I know how fragile they are. I know all of that stuff. I know about it. I also know that a lot of white men don't really like white women, but they will put up with it because they want white purity. They have more white supremacy in them than they have disdain for their women. And it's actually the opposite way for Black men. So Black men have more disdain for Blackness than they have for white supremacy. You know, they would rather be a white supremacist than to love their own people. White men would rather be white supremacists and love their own people than to mess up their white lineage. Okay. What's up, Tonya?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, much better.
Okay. No, what I was saying is that anytime I try to have this conversation, they say we don't want to talk about Becky. Now, I don't care who anybody date. Let's get that straight. I ain't no divester. I don't believe men shit on the whole, and you have to vet every one of them. But I said I don't think we're having a full, complete conversation, especially with the Roe v. Wade. And if you think jumping ship and not vetting one is it, you're crazy. Because if I don't think Black people know the problem Becky having with Brad. While we're thinking about this Roe v. Wade, if Brad got to take abortion off the table to get Becky to have a baby, it's a problem.
It is a problem.
She's not having babies from him willingly. There's a problem because Black women were a buffer between Brad's true nature for a long time. And I'm not telling nobody, I'm telling every man. But so many Black people are unaware that every year around this country, they're trying to get a law passed to reverse alimony and the alimony reform bills and all of that. And the huge custody things that are taking place along the MRA, men's rights advocacy. It is too strict. People don't know what the tender years doctrine is because for a long time, white women didn't used to get custody of their kids. The tender years doctrine was the thought process that mothers should have custody. If you look up in Florida, they took the tender years doctrine out. They're literally going to take a child off the breast to do 50-50. And there are so many white women losing custody of their children to these courts. So when they reversing this Roe v. Wade, that's the first part. The other part is stripping custody because ain't no way Brad thought that Becky was supposed to be above him in a matriarchy. And Becky is the biggest voting demographic. Brad don't want Black people to be over him, but he damn sure don't want Becky to be over him either. And how do you do that? Keep her barefoot and pregnant. And they are starting to say, I don't want, if the legislature were to replace every Brad with a Becky, Brad ain't gonna like that. And that is not something he want. He want her to have babies, and people are not looking at the bigger picture. Brad and Becky got a problem. If you got to be forced to have kids from him, that is a red flag. What is going on? Because they know all of our business. We don't know their business, and we're not asking the question.
See, that's another reason why I've been saying, Koja, hey, Divine One, that's another reason why I was saying we got to start having a lot of these conversations underground. I don't like having a lot of these conversations up front because white people, they be on code. They don't say certain things, but you know that that's how they feel, you know? So right now, all this protection and provision. Let me tell you something. Brad will take the caps out of Becky's mouth if his insurance paid for it in the divorce. They really, and it's like me. I don't know the rules for CDL drivers and how many miles and hours they have to rest because that's not my area. By the time women learn about this here, and Becky learned about this, they taking her babies left and right. You need to go to Mothers Without Custody on Facebook group, and you will see Becky in there complaining. There is a big problem between Becky and Brad. The Black women, they will triangulate Black women against Becky. And I ain't saying me and her gonna be arm in arm sisters in the fight. See, that's what I've been hearing them say too, Koja. They've been like, oh, they just want to use you to gaslight Becky. The men that I dated in the past, first of all, that wasn't the dynamic. But even if that's true, I don't think we should be worried about that. I think women need to, because white women don't be worried about that. They be worried about their bag. Sure, you can use divestment as a tool to go get the bag from Brad, but stop worrying about, because white women, they will utilize that pedestal that Black men put them on to get what they want. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that we shouldn't care. I'm just saying get what you want out of men in general. That's what I want women to focus on.
I don't think men are good people, but I'm saying
they're not.
Most of them white America got a cold. If Becky finna get a cold, you better believe what Black women finna get on the back end of this here. And we're gonna get caught up in this here. But things are not great in Becky and Brad's suburban home. There are problems. And if you're not asking why he got to be basically taking her ability to have an abortion to get her to have kids from him, that is the biggest red flag. Ask why. Why do we got to do this? She should voluntarily be having his babies. If they were,
I think a lot of women. Well, okay, so what do you think your opinion is, though? You're right, but what do you think that Brad and Becky are going through?
Things were not good. Remember, we were not the ones burning our bras. We were not the ones saying that. And if you go and look at some of these older white women, they will tell you, my grandma told me to be a feminist. My grandmother told me, I ain't saying they ain't getting married because their marriage numbers are greater than ours, but they are saying, I didn't like the deal. I want a new deal. And that is what this is saying. It's saying, I gave you birth control and I gave you work. And look at what's happening. And these white men want their patriarchy back. And right now, Becky is going to threaten their patriarchy because they're going to wake up. And Brad don't want to be in no white matriarchy. And Becky is the biggest voting demographic. She has made a Faustian bargain with them. And she's going to understand, oh, ish. He putting his foot back on my neck. Brad is trying to reverse engineer and put his foot back on my neck, keep me barefoot and pregnant and stuff. So
I agree, Koja. And I think that Black women, I think honestly, that's what the divested movement is kind of about, is giving Black women the option to be barefoot and pregnant in a sense. They want the suburban lifestyle that Becky is complaining about and not grateful for, which is the only reason why I went over to the white MGTOW manosphere content creator, the one guy, to have that conversation. But I go and I listen to them periodically because I want to know what's going on in their households. Because if these are the men that Black women are trying to get with, shouldn't we know what they're complaining about from women?
But the fact that he got to make her have babies is a red flag. Something's going on in their house. It's more than that. It's more than that. And I will tell you to go and review.
I gotta go listen to white women then.
Go look up the MRA. Go to Mothers Without Custody in Facebook, and you go and you Google this. And they're all over this country. They are waiting for one court case to be able. So when you sit home with Brad, and I was up there with them white women rolling their EBT cards of the First Wives Club and stuff. So there is a major civil war going on. And it ain't just about a power struggle. It's some other things. And if we don't educate ourselves on what's going on, you're going to go and get with Brad. And just like he want to take the caps out of Becky's teeth when he leave her, he's going to do the same thing to you. I'm just saying, ask the bigger question. I can't have the full totality of the conversation right here, right now. But I'm just telling women to ask the question. If Brad got to force Becky to have a baby, what is the bigger question?
You think that they messing with the kids or something?
I ain't saying they messing with the kids. I'm saying it's some real stuff going on within them homes that we don't know about. I just could tell you, my son came. He's like, Mom, I thought you was a bad mama. The only thing you did was
honestly, I've listened to white men
going on in them homes. It's some stuff going on.
What
in
it
them
is
homes.
white women don't want to be housewives. They just don't like being. They don't like being submissive. I feel like
you got an email, Bossy. You got an email address on your page.
Yeah, it's going across the screen, BossyEmpryssTV@gmail.com.
I'm gonna send you something. I got to get off from the side of the road and go to work, but I just want women to ask the question: if everything's so good, you don't fix what ain't broken. Things are not good, and we have been under the fallacy that Becky had it good. Becky didn't have it good.
I think Black women got it better than Black women. That's one thing that
they made a decision to engage with Becky once she got the right to vote. That bitch pussy didn't matter till she got the right to vote, and they know the thing in numbers, and so they made a deal. But that deal is unraveling because over time it hasn't been a good deal, and we kept Becky protected because she didn't have to get the full brutality of what Brad does. And I'm not saying that they're all bad men. I'm saying that every man, but I'm saying it's a bigger question that we need to ask. And the fact that this
do they want to be liberated? They want to just be able to do it.
When I tell you, I'm talking about some stay-at-home wives that stayed at home, didn't do anything. This one lady, I'm gonna send it to you. And then you will look at it, and then you'll tell me, and you won't believe 100% of everything.
You want me to read it now while I'm live? I'll do it now.
It's a YouTube clip. It's a YouTube clip, and then I'm gonna send you some other stuff. But I know you can't play it because of the other stuff. But I'm gonna send it to you so you can take a look at it, and then just start Googling MRA and that, and you'll get a kind of an idea. But if you're not involved in it, you're not gonna be aware of it until you actually be involved in it. So I'm just saying it's a bigger question that need to be asked. And just to ask that one question, I got to get off the side of the road with the good signal and go to work. All right, you look pretty, and you got to teach us how to flirt and be sexy.
I will.
All right. I ain't got them big things to work with, so you need to give me a couple of them. All right.
I can't. I gotta keep them all. I need more.
Oh, you got to share. Give us a little bit of something. I
I'm
just want a good
stingy.
old D cup. I just need enough for a good D cup. All right.
I got 3 D's. D's on D's on D's, baby.
All right. Later.
All right, boo. Yes, triple D's, y'all. I got enough, but I need all 3 of them. So anyway, so I honestly don't. I think I hear what Koja is saying, but I'm gonna give her some pushback. I hear what she's saying, but I feel as though you don't need to be worried about that. We know statistically when Black women date white men, our marriages are lasting longer than everybody else's. So I think that that's something that we do need to pay attention to. I also think that Black women need to focus on the game. Okay, get what you want. It's not about Black, white, mixed race. Do you want to be a kept woman? Do you want to have your children to have the option to go to private school? Do you want to live in a suburban area? Those are the things that we need to be talking about. All this extra stuff being, oh, well, what is it that the MGTOW dudes is complaining about? What's wrong with that? Honestly, I feel like white women weaponize protection, just like Black women were doing when they were coming over to my channel. Hey, alluring love Dolly. Coming over this channel trying to weaponize protection. Honestly, I don't really have a lot of respect for women that aren't in the adult industry because I think they want to come over here. And I think that if I ain't talking to you, I ain't talking to you. But I think they want to come over here and be buddy with sex workers, but they still look down upon us. Don't come over here if you look down on sex workers because I don't owe you shit and I don't like you either. Because I know your man is taking the money that you're helping him pay 50% of the bills, and guess what? He's webcamming, phone sexing, and all that stuff with me. Dumb bitch. So I just don't, like most women, I just don't get along with them in general. Like if you're on this channel, it just is what it is. But when it comes to white men and white women, I think that Becky weaponizes protection. That's what she does. She weaponized. That's why we get so tired of her calling the police on us and doing all that extra stuff. Like Becky weaponizes protection. White men are upset with Becky because she doesn't recognize how good she's got it. She's so protected. They're tired of the entitlement. They're tired of white women weaponizing their protection. Becky is out here sleeping with their best friend, sleeping with their boss, and then they're having to pay these bitches child support and alimony. These women are weaponizing protection, and they're weaponizing them being preference. White women are at the top of desirability when it comes to women. White men have given them that because they're the most powerful men. Those would be the most powerful and desirable women, right? So why wouldn't you weaponize that? Same thing Black women are doing when they come to Black women empowerment spaces with the sweet, nice, caring content creators who actually want to love and protect Black women. They weaponize that protection. That's why there's a lot of Black BWE content creators that are sick and tired of trying to empower Black women because they're not healed enough to handle that type of power. They're not healed enough to handle that type of protection. Black women aren't used to protection. So whenever they have it, they go into lashing out and going in on each other and treating each other terrible and trying to control the situation because they aren't healed enough to handle that level of protection. White women are weaponizing that level of protection too. Women are weaponizing protection, which is why on this channel, no, I don't think that that men are all so great. But at the same time, I see that some women, honestly, they would benefit off of having better men. Aren't we saying that we want Black men to be better? So if Brad really isn't much better, and the problems in the white community isn't what I'm saying that they are, then what's the problem? And how are Black women going to get what they want? How are we going to get what we want? Because Black men, they suck. They're not able to compete with other groups of men. Why are our marriages, if Black men aren't the problem, if white women aren't the problem, then why is it that when Black women and white men get together, we have the longest lasting marriages, the healthiest relationship? We transcend race, poverty, we transcend class. Why is it that our marriages last longer than everyone else's?
I honestly think Becky is the problem. They're weaponizing protection. But I'm not going to say that white men didn't abuse white women. Sure, they did. That's why feminism. I'm glad that I'm not saying white men have treated white women perfectly all the time. It's just now that feminism has done its job. Now I feel like a lot of women weaponize it. You feel me? It's just like if you have a good pet, if you have a good dog, you don't beat it for obeying your commands. You treat it well. You don't leave it outside when it's snowing. You let it in the house if he's been protecting the yard all summer. You got to treat your pets well, ladies. Yes, I don't think that men are always great, but I like when your animal, when they behave well, what do? You give it a treat. They're not going to like, men aren't going to like women if all they do is weaponize their protection. So if you want a man, you're going to have to give him a Scooby snack every now and again, and you're going to have to treat him well. That's why a lot of these women are losing their husbands. This is why a lot of women, they're in the shower and their man's on the phone with me trying to have phone sex. They're in the shower, their girlfriend's on the couch watching TV, their man is in the shower jacking off to me on webcam. And really, he should be paying all the bills because it's really bitches that have the worst attitudes be paying 50-50. I be in a good mood because I don't pay bills. Fuck, I'm not paying. If I got a man, I'm going to be in a good mood because I'm gonna always be, look, girl, hold on. I gotta pretend like I'm mad. I'm gonna call you later because he mad and I need him to think that I'm mad. I'm gonna call you later. I'm never mad. My man is going to pay my bills. If I'm dealing with a man, he's coming up off some bread. And I don't care if he's your husband. I don't care if he's your fiance, because obviously you're not getting enough money up out of his pockets. You're not doing it right. But you should, if he's paying all your bills, yes, let's treat him right. Treat him right. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's doing his job. But I don't know. Like, I just feel like a lot of men, they do all they can and they give, and they're still with ungrateful ass bitches who make them their lives miserable. And honestly, they're keeping me in a job. They're keeping me getting money from men. They're keeping me getting my bills paid. They're keeping me getting flued out. They're keeping me being a spoiled brat. Okay? It's because of y'all's bad behavior that hoes have jobs. It's because your inability to appreciate men that are paying all your bills that they're coming to fuck the women that are sex workers. Y'all have nasty attitudes. Y'all aren't fun. And you're not making it fun to drain his wallet. Make it fun for him to give you all his money. A lot of these bitches are digmatized as well. Y'all are out here fucking everybody. Honestly, if you got one man and he's paying all your bills and he's willing to fuck you the way you want to be fucked or place it with some toys, why are you hoes out here wanting to spread pussy around anyways? These white men are really upset with how whorish these white women are. They're like, oh, she left me for my best friend. She's fucking my best friend. They expect for men to be dogs and fuck, but they're expecting their women to have a little bit of appreciation. And usually, you know what they're doing? The best friend is the bum friend. Usually, they're the bum. And they're going to go fuck the bum best friend. And then they move out into a shack apartment, divorce him, and now they're paying alimony. And then these white men are having to pay for the woman and the best friend to live off of his money. That's what MGTOW is complaining about, white MGTOW. Black men are complaining about women not wanting to be homosexuals. I'm just saying smart and Vetemol. Yeah, you right, Koja. Always keep a plan B with Brad. Depending on how much money he's making. Okay. Keep a plan B and condoms anyways with any dude. Honestly, you shouldn't even need a plan B because you shouldn't be having unprotected intercourse with men that you're not in a committed relationship with. Marriage isn't the end all be all, but it does provide protection if y'all are going to be cohabiting and you guys are going to start building assets together. So a lot of black women are acting like love is what marriage is about. Marriage is not about love. You shouldn't be marrying broke nakers, broke men. Because anybody, and when I'm saying broke nakers, I mean broke men. You shouldn't be marrying with a broke man. You shouldn't marry a man for potential. He should already have some money or something. Like, I don't know what these bitches are thinking. I don't know who raised these bitches. I don't know who they aunties or uncles and all of them married. But broke people shouldn't be getting married. Why are y'all getting married? Y'all don't have any generational wealth to protect or pass down. Why are you getting married? You should get married to somebody if they have health issues and y'all are getting older and you really want to lift each other up. And if anything were to happen, you should be the decision maker. Marriage does benefit people, but people aren't thinking about marriage the proper way. Coach just said not plan B. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just making sure. Yes, I think that if you are with a provider male, make sure you putting some money away, $5,000 to $10,000 minimum. And then if you have at least $5,000, because you can go say you're with a provider male and he's giving you money and you've got some saved up and he starts treating you messed up, go get some of that money that you've been hiding away. Don't spend it all on nails, hair, makeup, bags, whatever it is. Don't spend it all on junk. Put some of it away for an emergency plan. Because you're not going to have a lot of friends that are going to be, a lot of women, if you're dating a man that's leveled up and wealthy and taking care of you, you're going to lose a lot of your friends because a lot of your friends are going to be haters unless they're also sugar baby women who are about getting their money and making men take care of them. They're going to be hating on you. So make sure you have money stashed away, because when it's time for you to leave him, you may not have a lot of friends that are going to help you. Leveling up, being with men of means is a lonely climb, but it's worth it. It is worth it. And when you get with a good man, I think you should, if he's taking care of you, why not simplify both of your lives? Why not? Be pleasant. Be faithful. Don't screw his best friend. Like, these white women be wilding. They be trying to kill their men for fucking not child support, life insurance and shit. These white women be trying to poison these dudes. Y'all ain't never watched Snapped. Y'all ain't never watched what is the channel called? ID? What is the other one? What is that one? Oxygen. Oxygen be having all them murder. Them women be killing the hell out of them white men. And they be just want money. Just want money. Brad be paying bills, working hard, and Kimberly be plotting and putting poison in his coffee every morning. He was just planning vacation. This bitch is putting antifreeze in the pie, in the sweet potato pie. These white women don't be appreciating nothing. Nothing's ever enough for them. They just want more and more and more and more. It's the entitlement. But black women, honestly, we deserve the things that white women feel entitled to. We deserve at least that much. And that's why I think divestment is great. But I think it's less about divestment and more about having high standards and treating the man who's actually giving you access to safety and providing for you and protecting you and giving you validation and companionship, treating him well. That's like, they call animal cruelty. If you treat a Rottweiler bad, they call animal cruelty and they come get the Rottweiler. If you're not feeding him, if you're beating on him, if you're feeding him poison, if you're going over to your friend's house and playing with the dog and coming home and beating him because he done shit it on the carpet and somebody finds out, they gonna take that dog away from you. Treat your pets well. I don't think you should treat men badly. I don't think so. I think it's their job to provide for women. I do. But I don't think that just because it's their job to provide for you that you should treat them like crap. Treat males. Males, I told you guys, males are the slave gender. I told y'all that. So treat them well. Treat them well. I don't think you should be mistreating men. I know some men that are getting their ass beat by their wives. These white women will be beating on these dudes and they don't want to divorce these women because the courts are honestly in women's favor. And they like, well, this bitch was been beating on me. And if I divorce her, I'm still going to have to pay her alimony. So y'all men need to choose better, and women, black women, don't be afraid to go over there to white men. These white women are treating them like shit. And y'all know y'all be watching Oxygen. Y'all be watching Oxygen, and these white women be killing the hell out of Brad for no reason. For no reason. Anyway, anybody got anything they want to say? Whoop that trick. I know that's right, Lauren. But see, I treat my tricks well, right, Lauren? Like you treat your tricks well. If your trick is coming up and he's stacking you up every time you see him, you don't start punching him in the face and treating him bad. He's gonna stop paying your allowance. And some of these men do enjoy the pain, but that's different. I'm not talking about that right now. Alluring love doll. Some of the men do enjoy it. Like a lot of white men. That's one thing that I do want black women that are divesting to understand is a lot of white men do like assertive black women. They like assertive women in period. But it's when it goes to the side of abuse where we need to, chill. But a lot of white men like bossy women, assertive women. Yes, that's when he was naughty. Yeah, I like naughty. Naughty's fun. And I think a lot of black women, our assertiveness will be praised by other groups of men. Our blackness will be praised by other groups of men. So really, you're good. You know, I just thought about something. Let me get a virtual background in this biatch. I used to do them all the time. This is one of my old backgrounds, y'all. Ooh, let me see. Look, now I want to get fancy and shit. I never changed my mind a million times. I want to hear him say, yeah. I like it that way. Okay, yay. It's purple now. Yay. Y'all like it? I like this. Yes, Divine One has been in the building. Yes, he was black and white. Who was black and white? Y'all like it? My purple background? But yes, for me, that's one thing, like, I don't know. I like being a sex worker. My men never complain I've never had a man complain about me in the bedroom. It's easy. Men are easy. Women are difficult. I don't know. Like, men must really like pussy because I couldn't. I could not be gay. I could be bi. I could be a pillow princess. But I couldn't deal with women. We are emotional. We are not logical all the time. And I really feel like, honestly, like I love women, but I feel like a lot of women are doing themselves a disservice with the way that they treat a lot of men. I should have had this background the whole time. Okay, I should have had it the whole time. You see my boobs? You like my tatas? Yeah? I know, right? Aren't they hot? You like them, ninja? But I just feel like if you're confident, if you're fun, you're going to be able to get any guy. And honestly, y'all, some of the best alluring love dolls, some of my best playing clientele have been black men. Some of the highest paying customers have been black men. So there are some black men that have money and will spend good money on you. Who wants to get one? Take off my clothes. Send me a $1,000 super chat. I want to hear you say, yeah. Anybody want to hop up on here? What's up? Yeah, like black dudes have money. They will break bread. They was the most annoying clients too, though. They was the most annoying clients too. But they break bread. So I just feel like if you're divested, I just feel like you don't have confidence. I feel like if you need the term divestment, you lack confidence, you don't understand your feminine power, and you don't understand men and their nature to be providers, and you're not used to being around men that are comfortable and willing and feel most validated when they're providers. Because the men that I'm most attracted to could never be around, like they could never reach their hand out to a woman, like ever, to ask her for anything. They would feel so less of a male, like less of a man. Ciao. And then I'd be like, they have the best sex. Men that pay bills have better sex. Sorry, they just do. Sorry, not sorry. They just have better sex. Be naked. I will be naked later on OnlyFans. You should join my OnlyFans if you want me to be naked. I get naked on OnlyFans. But yeah, anybody else want to hop on the panel? It's been an hour and a half, and my thing is, I just feel like I can get any man that I want. I don't have to divest. I don't think most men can meet my standards anyways. I don't have anything to prove to black men. I don't want to hurt black men, so I don't use divestment. I think a lot of the divestors use divestment to make black men feel some type of way. And I'm just so beyond black men. I don't care enough to weaponize divestment or my options of other men. Black men look at me, they know that black men can look at me and they'll know that all men would just find me desirable. Why can't I see the divine one anymore? Is he still in here? He can hop up if he wants to. He may not have anything to say. How you doing, Nancy? He might just want to chill in the chat. If nobody wants to hop up, I'm going to end the live. I mean, I'm looking cute and everything. But if mission accomplished, then mission accomplished. Okay. My thing is, ladies, just who cares about divesting? Use divestment channels as a tool to get you to stop being so emotionally attached to black men. But don't stay there. Don't stay there. Evolve. Just like with Cynthia G. Use that channel to understand the true nature of men, black men, and why they choose white women. But you don't have to stay there. I love Cynthia G's channel. I just don't stay there. Like even the same thing with the golden sphere. When I worked through my light skin issues, I moved on from there. Always be willing to move on. Take what you can and then leave anything else behind. Just leave it all behind. Take what you need and all the extra stuff leave behind. So, anywho, child, if nobody go click the link, I'm up out of here. But I honestly, this is a women's channel. This is a BossyEmpryss TV channel. Oh, I'm still working on the incel documentary. YouTube blocked one of the videos that was in the documentary. Also, I started to think of some other things that I want to put into the documentary. So I won't be releasing the documentary. I don't know. Probably give me a few more days, y'all. It's my first time doing a documentary, and I'm a perfectionist. But the incel terrorism documentary is still on the way. I don't know if y'all deserve the black woman is God. I don't know if y'all deserve it. Do black women deserve that? I don't know if they deserve that documentary. We'll see. Y'all let me know in the chat. Do black women deserve the Black Women is God documentary? I think we do. I'll try to make it uplifting. I'll try to make it I don't know how I'm gonna change it, but definitely gonna work on that documentary. But the incel terrorism will be out. I'm gonna shoot for before Friday. Anyways, guys, I love you. I will see you whenever I see y'all, and good night. Well, is it night? Evening. Y'all have a good night. Where is my outro? There it is.
You had this other one, BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss TV.
BossyEmpryss is there.
Men don't respect anything
that they don't invest in.
Bossy, what's your OnlyFans going for, Bossy?
Does he meet the basics of what I want? Pursue, provide, and protect.
It is the male's instinct to provide and be able to protect and all of that good stuff if they want to be able to procreate. Okay, so I just want to talk about how there is a divide in the black community among the women in particular. Colorist men have turned me and other light-skinned women like me against our dark-skinned sisters.
Not on Bossy's content.
Hey baby, I've been watching you for a while now, and I gotta admit that I got a little crush on you.
Hey, what's up, you guys? This is your girl. Who? BossyEmpryss. And on this channel, I talk about whatever I want. If you like my content, please come join us on the channel membership or join us on Patreon, where you get access to a community of like-minded women, courses, lessons, and much, much more. You can also support the platform by sharing the content, clicking the like button, the subscribe button, and bell button so that you're notified every time that I make a post or go live. If you'd like to contribute to the content on this channel, you can email me at BossyEmpryssTV@gmail.com. I would love to hear from you. It's always a fun and loving environment on this channel, so join the family. Please remember to always assume positive intent. Are you ready to go down the rabbit hole?